Marky B here, aka the Scruffy Top, welcoming you along to Generation X Racing once again. Tonight it's season 11, race 3 of our Gr3-100 mile challenge. This time coming from the Red Bull Ring in Austria, and shock horror, it's bone dry! Yes, for the first time ever, I think we have a bone dry Generation X race around the Red Bull Ring. So this should be exciting. It should be good stuff to see the guys going full tilt all the way around this evening. So I'm just going to turn the noise down a bit. I can barely hear myself talk. Yes, so welcome along. If you'd like to converse, the chat is open. No Spiffy G tonight because he has family in town and he sees them very infrequently, so they're off doing something fun. So Spiffy, have a fantastic evening, and hopefully we'll see you on Monday for Group 4. Yes, so tonight we're in the middle of quali at the moment, and we have racing Johnny Mackers after his majestic win at the god-awful Blue Moon Speedway Infield A last week. In the Lamborghini, we have Dan East in the Mustang, Willie Ham in the Mustang, Murcielago in the 4GT race car, Sherlock in the Macca, Judicial with an absolutely beautiful livery on his Ferrari 458, Splatter in the Porsche, King Racer in the Porsche, New Blood, we have Tipa 307 in the Ferrari, who is from Finland but lives in Sweden, I believe. So welcome aboard, mate. Thank you so much for joining, and best of luck this evening. MacGyver in the V12 Vantage, Viney in the McLaren F1, Spivey in the Lexus, Devlin in the Supra. And have we got a couple of people missing? Yeah, looks like we've got a... Sorry about all the fanning around, I'm just trying to see who's... And apologies for the background music, I tried to cancel it on the options, but it's still coming through, so I'm just hoping it's not on the stream. I think we have a couple of Supras tonight. Anyway, let's get... Let's see who's doing what at the moment. So Johnny Mackers continuing his fine form of last week, although not in turn 2 on this particular lap, is 0.113 ahead of Dan East, who's in second in the McLaren, I think I'm fairly safe to say had his worst result he's ever had in GenX racing last week, so yes, we'll be looking to make recompense for that this week. He's 0.13 ahead of Willie Ham in third, who's 0.03 ahead of Murcielago in fourth, who's 0.6 ahead of Sherlock, who's 0.27 ahead of Kobayashi Maru in the Alfa Romeo, who is 0.04 ahead of God. Good evening, Toothless Dave. Hope you're well. So, yes, Judicial in the Ferrari, who's 0.01 ahead of Splatter in the Porsche. King Racer's just hitting the pits. He's at, God, this is really close. There's hundredths of a second between half of the field by the look of it. So this could be a very, very close qualifying and race, at least let's hope so. Okay, so see how Johnny's getting on a flying lap. He clearly loves that Lamborghini, because I couldn't do anything in that car around here. It was pretty awful, but 128.3 is pretty damn good. I think I managed a 129 something, a low 129 in the Lexus and the V12 Vantage unusually, so Okay, mate, Toothless Dave, well, I hope the new job is going well, and we hope to see you on track soon. I couldn't see all of your message there, because I could see precious little of it, sadly, but hang on, I might fire up the stream on my phone, so I can see the messages a bit better. That would probably work. Marky B. Better schedule and more consistency. Well, wouldn't we all love that? So, yes indeed, Toothless Dave, hope that's all going very well. Okay, so Viney's just set his best lap of 1:30.04. Okay, we're just coming up to a time check to see if Johnny's doing anything on his best lap. Yeah, that was handy. No time check was forthcoming. Thank you, PD. So we have just about a minute left, so the guys will be coming around to do their final hot laps. Some of the guys in the middle of the track might want to get a wriggle on. He's just got a penalty, so that's going to do nothing. So this is going to be Dan's final lap, so there's no way going to complete the lap in 40 seconds. Quite so, Toothless Dave, all part of life's rich pageant and all that. And Dan's just picked up a penalty. See if Willie is getting on. So, Christ, Willie gets his boot down. He could just get through to do another lap. I think this one's going to be any improvement. Nope. But makes it through to do another lap. Crikey, did Dan do that lap with a half-second penalty? It's impressive. It is what it is. Quite so, mate. Shearluck is just coming up to the final turn. Get his boot down. This looks good. This looks quite a good lap. Oh, just outside his best. Unlucky there, Shearluck. That's done, but we should just wish. Apparently, Shearluck has jacked in his job today and is setting up on his own. So, from everyone at GenX Racing, can I wish you all the best with your new venture? And yeah, if we can share anything on Facebook or whatever about said venture, do let us know. We'll be only too happy to oblige, mate. Best of luck. So that's done. Oh, he's gone wide, so that's going to be a penalty for Willie Ham there. Ham was outside his best lap. Yeah. I'm not sure what, I can't even make up a name for the new sponsor there, Justin. So I think it's a building or something along those lines, but yes, well, let's let him get on his feet before we start tapping him up for money for sponsorship. Good evening, Johnny. Fine lap there, my friend. Well done. Okay, so we're just letting the final bits play out before I run through the starting grid for this evening. So we have 38 laps tonight. It's at sunrise, and it's SO1, which is an absolute miracle for Red Bull Ring. I think Justin's got something against it because it's usually R08. But it's good bone dry, so they only need to use the racing soft, mediums and hards. So it's 38 laps, as I said. You can't. The pit window is you cannot pit before the end of lap 5, and you can't pit within 5 laps of the end of the race. So I think that'll be end of lap 33. Is your last opportunity to pit, or else you get a wrist slap and a healthy penalty. And you've got to do a minimum stint of 5 laps. So, right. So there we have our starting, excuse me, sorry, starting grid for this evening. Johnny Macker's on pole in the Lamborghini in a 1:28.3. It's a great lap from there. Great lap there, Johnny. Well done. Dan East in second in the Mustang, 1:28.4. Willie Ham in the Mustang, 1:28.5. Murcielago in fourth in the Ford, 1:28.6. It's pretty close between the top 4 there. Excellent stuff. Shearluck in fifth in the McLaren, a 1:29.1. MacGyver in sixth in the Aston Martin V12 Vantage, a 1:29.1 also. Kobayashi Maru in the Alfa Romeo 4C, a 1:29.5. No Spiffy G tonight to do a 4C gag, sadly. Judicial in 8th in the 458, 1:29.5. So they're very close between those two as well. Splatter in the Porsche, a 1:29.6. King Racer in 10th in the Porsche, a 1:29.6. Tipa 307 in 11th in the Ferrari, a 1:29.6. So should be a right old ding dong between that lot this week. Excellent stuff. Viney in 12th in the McLaren F1, a 1:29.7. Spivey 13th in the Lexus, a 1:30.7. And Devlin in the Supra, a 1:30.9. Excellent stuff. So just waiting for the race to start, and I apologise again if you can actually hear the background music. I did my best to switch it off, and I'm pretty sure I did everything correctly, but it's still there. So I just hope it's not annoying you as much as it's annoying me. Right, so the race is starting now. Excellent stuff. Guys have chosen their tyre compounds for the start of the race. Five watching this evening, and good evening all. Thank you so much for joining us. Johnny's starting on the hards, and they're off. A bit of a sluggish start there, but he's still got his nose in front at the moment. Got just the 4 wide coming into turn 1. Excellent. Okay, so Willie and... oh no! I think Willie's been tagged a bit there, but that was an unholy mess going into turn 1. Dan's gone through into the lead. Murcielago's up into second. MacGyver's up into third. Johnny Mackers is... well, Kobayashi Maru and MacGyver have just gone past Johnny, who's on the hard tyres, so is leaving his fast tyres till the end of the race. We have Tipa all the way up into 6th. Christ, he started on... he's 11th, wasn't he? Or 12th or something. Excellent work. Shearluck in 7th, Splatter in 8th. So Johnny Mackers has got to try and hold it together while his hards come into their own, which usually takes 2 or 3 laps. So, well, yeah, he could drop a bit further down the line if he's not that careful. There's not really much you can do about it. But so Dan started on the hards as well, but that Mustang is pretty quick off the line, so we can understand how he beat him down into turn 1. So we'll just run through the tyre strategies thus far. So we've got Dan on hards, Murcielago on hards, Kobayashi Maru on hards, MacGyver on hards. This could be quite a mundane run through the tyre strategy. Johnny Mackers on hards. Tipa on the mediums. Shearluck on the mediums. Splatter on the hards. Willie Ham on the hards. He's back down into 9th after that. A bit of a fracas at turn 1. King Racer is on the hards. Judicial's on the softs, so needs to get past as many cars as he can while he's on those boots. Spivey is on the mediums, Viney's on the hards, and Devlin is on the softs. So back up to the lead, and Dan's got a 1.4 second over Murcielago at present. So that looks like someone was having a go at Kobayashi Maru there. Yeah, Johnny Mackers, who's up into 4th. He's going to try and stick his nose in front into Rauch, which is the name of a corner. I didn't just sneeze. Which I believe is spoke in German. Okay, so we've got the 3rd and 4th going at it, and then we've got a hell of a battle from 5 down to, was it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by the look of it. Willie Ham throwing it up the inside. Guyver cuts his nose off there, but looked to be a fair move indeed. I just saw Johnny weaving to play a bit of peekaboo with Kobayashi Maru there. So see how our new boy manages to fend off his new Generation X colleagues. He's got double teams. He's got MacGyver one side, Willie Ham the other. Welcome to Generation X, Tifa. I hope I'm saying that correctly, but if not, just drop me a DM and yeah, I shall make recompense for the next race. So Sheila currently 5th. Tifa taking quite a defensive line into Schloss Gold, I think that is, the hairpin. Excellent stuff, starting to stretch out a little bit, although King Race is putting up on the back of MacGyver now. Okay, let's have a look. We've got Judicial went a bit wide, Spivey flying up the inside. We've got Devlin going past. Who's Viney, I think he's just served a penalty. So Spivey, no, okay, still in 11th. Now has Splatter bearing down on him from behind, which is a gruesome image, I'm sure we can all agree. Let's keep an eye on the track map. Looks like Dad's pulling further ahead. Some great racing going on at the rear of the field here. Splatter trying to chuck it up the inside of turn 2 proper, but Spivey makes a really good fist of that, and I think Splatter loses out to Devlin as well in the Supra. Good luck catching that down the straight. Right, so just okay, so it's pretty close, to be honest, down the back. The front 2 have pulled away, but then it's pretty much, as you can tell from the arrows on the track map, pretty good. Pretty close racing, so that's excellent stuff. So Dan is now nearly 3 seconds ahead. So is putting out on those hard tyres, which, yeah, good luck everyone when he gets onto the softer compounds. I was watching Dan a bit in practice, and he seems to be ridiculously fast. Sorry if the commentator's curse kicks in there, Dan. Turn 2 proper, this one. He absolutely flies around here. Well, compared to what I was doing, so make what you will of that. But now 3 seconds is the lead. And Murcielago has 3.5 seconds over Kobayashi Maru, who has just picked up a half-second penalty. And so we now have Johnny Macker's sheer luck. And Tipa, the new boy, who's just thrown it up the inside into Schloss Gold. Past sheer luck. Nearly got past Johnny Macker's there as well. But everyone's going to be licking their lips and waiting for... Oh, brilliant move from Johnny Macker's there. Wow. Although it's thrown it a bit wide. No, he hangs on to it. Fantastic move, Johnny. Well done. So Kobayashi Maru just about to serve his penalty, so he could lose 2 or 3 places here at this rate. Only one. Good grief. And MacGyver hurtles into the pits to get rid of his hard tyres. And who can blame him? So we've got Willie Ham, who's now poking around the back end of our new boy Tipa. Play nicely, Will. So Tipa's on the mediums, I think. He's taking a defensive line. Has Willie got his nose in front enough? Yeah, great clean racing between you two there. Have a gold star. This is all very close, and cars all over the track, which is fantastic. Kobayashi Maru goes a little bit wide. It goes up the inside of Johnny Macker's there. Great move from our team principal, although obviously some grievous infraction of track limits, because he's now picked up a 1-second penalty. So as our frequent viewer Gerald will know, Kobayashi Maru probably holds the record for in the league, certainly for the most number of penalties accrued over the course of a season. So he does push the track limits as far as he possibly can. So Johnny Macker going into the pits, looked like he was thinking twice about it, but so Murcielago and Johnny Macker into the pits. So probably, I'm guessing, going to mediums, or will they go to softs? Try and put in some really quick laps. We shall see. So Willie now up into third, having got past our new boy Tipa. And Kobayashi Maru, after serving his penalty, down into fifth. So Sheerluck now into second, with Murcielago pitting to get rid of his hump. I'm just going to try and see what the guys... So Murcielago's coming out on mediums. What's Willie going to do? Is that softs? Johnny Macker's is on softs. Okay. God, who was that? The guy had a bit of a moment there. So yeah, sorry for all the horrendous transitions this evening. I have downloaded OBS, which is our sort of stream software, but haven't got a clue how to use it. So I'm going to need a lesson from Greg, Spiffy G. And then I can do all the clever things he does. So Dan is now 8.5 seconds ahead, goes piling into the pits. So is Sheerluck going into the pits? No, he is not, but he's out on the medium, so I imagine he's going to do probably, I would think, fairly close to race distance on the medium, so maybe 15 or 16 if he can stretch that, because he's hardly touched the thing so far. And now has a 4-second lead over Tipa, our new blood this evening, who's up in second. Must be loving life at the moment, I think. Excellent work, my friend. Kobayashi Maru up in third. Always seems to go quite long on his heart, but seems to be making quite a good fist of it. And Judicial all the way up into fourth. Softs don't seem to be wearing very much at all, because he's done 8 laps and he's barely touched them. So I'm guessing because it's at sunrise, the track is cooler, hence the tyres, there's not as much grip, but the tyres are also not wearing as quickly. And the time dilation's 1, so it's sort of like for like, if you like, so it's not going to, won't change all that much. Okay, Devlin in 5th. It's a beautiful liveried Supra. Currently 100th.5 up on his best lap. Let's look at Spivey. Unleash the beast Lexus, which is a great car. Yeah, I think the sort of Lexus and the V12 Vantage were fastest for me around here. But beautiful stuff, Spivey, well done. And we have Dan, who's now out on the mediums, back down in 7th, 25 seconds off the lead. Not entirely sure what the pit delta is, but it's probably around 30-35 seconds. So in terms of total pit time, so could well be, will be retaking the lead at some point. I'm absolutely convinced. Okay, Murcielago is now only 3 and a bit back. Dan took a full fuel load. Murcielago not so much, so he would have gained a couple of seconds there. But they're both now on mediums, so it's a like-for-like swap. Murcielago's car bedecked with his beloved Sophia Flörsch's name. So we got MacGyver and Johnny Mackers battling it out. They're both on softs now. Johnny Mackers just put in the fastest lap of the race at 1:29.7. On cold-ish soft tyres, but that's a second and a half off of his quali time, I think. So we'll be looking to, well, he's battling MacGyver at the moment, which I assume is costing them both time. So we want to try and get past him if he can, but MacGyver is fighting a good fight, and as I said, that Aston was a quick car around here, so it's not going to be easy. And MacGyver just does the fastest lap of the race at 1:29.2. Excellent stuff. No wonder Johnny couldn't get past. Beautiful stuff, Matt. Okay, just trying to see. It looks like we've got this pretty close race. There's another one. Where's that? It's got to be... Sorry, just flicking about again, trying to find the battle. Okay, so we've got Judicial and Kobayashi Maru. So Judicial is on the softs, Kobayashi Maru is still on the hards. Whoa. Little tap. Oh, is that a little tap from Judicial there? Sorry, I have no replays at the moment because Spiffy's not here, and I don't know how to do it. So apologies for that. Kobayashi Maru comes into the pits to shed his hard tyres. Judicial's doing fantastically well on... Judicial's doing fantastically well on fuel. I wonder if he's... Watch him down this straight to see if he's fuel saving. I assume he must be. Yep, there we go. Just revving it up to about halfway. So that may well explain the tyres as well. He's only 11.5 behind Shearluck, who will still be going some distance yet, I imagine, on the mediums. And Teeper, our new boy. Who's 6 behind Shearluck. Seems to be holding station. Not letting him get too far away from him. And currently putting 2.9 up on his fastest lap. Good stuff, Deeper. Keep it up, mate. and Sheila. Seems to be doing that. McLaren must be pretty good on fuel. Probably got 2 or 3 laps left in those, so we'll be stopping maybe the end of 15, something like that. 14 or 15, I would guess. Anyways, tyres are still absolutely fine. And let's just have a look back down the additional Devlin's on his own. We've got Spivey taking the defensive line into turn 2 proper. Dan going round the outside, beautifully done. Spivey fighting the good fight there. Hey Darlo boy, I hope work's going well. Hope you have us gloriously positioned on your trolley, you said it was, as you go around the warehouse. So I hope you're well, mate, and hope you're having a good evening, and hope we're not making it any worse. So Spivey now has Murcielago for company. Teeper and Devlin are both into the pits. So dropping down the standings accordingly. Remember, I don't think the top 2 haven't stopped yet for sure, so there'll be some additional changes when they do. Great stuff from Spivey this evening. Driving nicely. Lexus is obviously pretty decent on fuel. Which is good news, because me and Darlo boy have picked that for our 3-hour driver swap endurance car for Spa, which is not the next race, but nice to see regardless. So what's Murcielago? He's on the mediums now. Spivey's on the mediums. Okay, so Spivey is fighting the good fight at the moment, keeping ahead of Murcielago. Great stuff, mate. And is 0.3 up at his fastest lap. Great stuff. So Murcielago. We've got Johnny Mackers, who's now on his own in 6th. With Willie Ham. So Johnny's on the soft, so he really needs to try and make hay while he's got the softest compound on. And MacGyver's put in a 1:28.8. Fantastic race pace from MacGyver. Great stuff. Willie is dropping back, as you kind of expect, because Willie being on the mediums and Johnny on the softs. So Johnny putting in on Murcielago at all. I've forgotten what I'm saying. Murcielago's on the mediums and is being pretty quick on said compound. Okay, so He's 2.3 ahead of MacGyver. MacGyver's on the softs and will be desperate to get on terms with Willie very shortly. It's got a nice space between him and King Racer. So about 8 seconds or so. Okay, so we're just going to drop back because we have a train of three. We've got Kobayashi Maru, Splatter, and Tipa, who's... Hang on, is that the hards? Yeah, okay. So I thought it might have been. So Tipa is out on the hard tyres, which are always a nightmare for the first couple of laps. We've got Splat, Kobayashi Maru serving another penalty. Splatter says thank you very much and goes up into 10th. Quite wide going through the right-hander there. Oh, and he picks up a penalty. Okay. Bad luck, Splatter. Spivey is in for his first stop. Okay, looks close to behind as well. So, okay, we now have Tipa, who's being chased down by Devlin. So Tipa on the hards, Devlin on the mediums. But that Supra ain't great in the corners, I know that much. Although not sure it's any worse than the Ferrari on hards in the corners. Group 3 Ferrari, I just cannot get to grips with at all. Tipa obviously loves it and is doing a cracking job in his first race with us this evening. I think he only joined today or yesterday, so yeah, if you fancy racing with us, all you have to do is join up on the Discord server, enter a few details, and then register for the races and check in, and you're done. You can be beaming live to the world with me droning on in the background. Just imagine how perfect your life would be at that point. Oh dear. Anyway, okay, so yeah, Tipa's down in his fastest lap, which is absolutely acceptable on that god-awful hard compound. Devlin is creeping in behind him. Let's have a look back at Viney, who's now out on the mediums in his beautifully Sonic the Hedgehog bedecked McLaren F1. It's a great noise, that thing. It's a very similar car. This is the race car version, obviously. It was very similar to the one that Rowan Atkinson wrapped around a tree in Norfolk, I believe it was. So, yeah. Would have liked to put the insurance claim in for that one. Name Mr. Bean. Because so Dan is pulling away into the distance. So I think, yes, the result last week has refocused his efforts, and obviously it was a mystery track last week, so guys had about 15 minutes practice before quali, so yeah, Dad's clearly been putting in the hard yards this week, or maybe it's track he knows very well anyway, but yes, I think there's a bit of venom in this one. So on he goes, 9.5 seconds ahead of Murcielago now, and Johnny Mackers is obviously put in some great laps. He's now up to third and closing down on Murcielago. Let's have a bit of a view inside the car. Oh, he's going to try and throw it up the inside there. Hey, Spiffy, what are you doing? I thought you were supposed to be out enjoying yourself. Going to look for a launch out of this corner to try and throw it up the inside of turn 1, or even on the straight. I think that Lambo's quite quick. Yeah, looks like he's got the toe. Yeah. Oh, he's gone wide. No. Oh dear, no. Johnny got that all wrong. It's too hot, is it, Spiffy? God damn you. Well, actually, I went shooting today, I'll have you know, and it was 14 degrees, nearly 15. That's skeet shooting, I think you call it, clay pigeon over here, and oh my god, first time I've done it, what a laugh that was. And I was quite good, amazingly, so just don't piss me off if I've got a shotgun in my hand, that's all I'm saying. Right, so we've still got the train of three, so the new train of three in fact. We have Sherlock in fourth, MacGyver in fifth, and Willingham in sixth. Willie seems to be struggling to get on terms with these two. Sherlock's on the hards now, okay. MacGyver's on the softs and Willie's on the mediums, so okay, a real mixed bag here. So Sherlock will be making his McLaren as fat as humanly possible to stop MacGyver getting past him, but obviously in a fair way. Let's have a look on board with MacGyver. Right, that was close. Whoa! A bit of a twitch from the lively back end of the V12 Vantage. Now looks as though, okay, I thought Willie was a bit closer than that. Yeah, Willie just not able to get back on terms at the moment. The guy needs to try and do something a bit different because Sherlock is sticking on the racing line. Oh, he's got a bit wide there. MacGyver not able to get anything done up there. I'm just gonna. Oh, it's Willie throwing it up the inside. Not quite. MacGyver's trying like hell. He's alongside ish. It's going to be on the inside, but is Sherlock going to have the wider line and be able to get a better launch out of turn two proper? No, and loses out to Willingham as well. So he loses two bases there, but two guys who are on softer compounds than him. So not a great surprise, given he was slightly compromised with the the wide line he had to take into that corner. But it has his softs to come. Okay, so who else we got racing? So we got, so Sherlock is 7 ahead of Johnny Mackers, who... Hang on, what's happened to Johnny? He was third a minute ago. He is absolutely throwing that Lamborghini around like I don't know what. Might just be okay there. But that was bloody close. Okay, yeah, looks like he avoided the penalty there. Good work. King Racer in 7th. He's 6 behind Johnny Mackers and 5 ahead of Splatter, who's up into 8th. Now out on his softs with not a hell of a lot of fuel left, so he's going to be going long on the mediums for his last stint, which will probably be in a couple of laps' time by the look of it. Judicial, who has now stopped and out on the mediums. Lovely livery on his Ferrari. Kobayashi Maru on his mediums, with the always great livery on Justin's cars. He's 10 ahead of Devlin. He's just ahead of Spivey. Teeper still on the hards, so I assume he will be stopping fairly shortly to whack his softs. Although I don't know how far the softs are going to go, to be fair. Or did he start on softs? I think he might have started on softs, actually. So it'll be mediums, which he can probably stop in a lap or two and get the job done, no problem at all. MacGyver is into the pits and out on mediums with a fuel tank, a full tank of gas. Interesting. And Viney in 14th. Doesn't seem to be loving that McLaren F1 at all. So Dan now, wow, 17 ahead. He is on it this evening and just put in the fastest lap of the race. Beautiful timing there, Scruffy Toff, 128.7. A whole 300ths of a second faster than MacGyver's fastest lap. So excellent work. They're very consistently in the 129s on the mediums. Oh Christ, that's on mediums as well. Okay. I'm sensing a 127 might be doable on the softs. But yes, definitely has the bit between his teeth this evening. 25 seconds ahead. Okay, so Murcielago and Shearluck are both in. So Shearluck will be going on to the softs. Murcielago onto the softs as well, I think. So Dan is 25 ahead of Willie. It looks like he'll be pitting maybe this lap. Not a hell of a lot of fuel left. That's quite a healthy stint to do on the softs, although they were, because of the colder track temperature, they were lasting longer than I expected. So is he coming in? Yes, he is. Okay. So we'll see if so there's Willie, Johnny Mackers, King Racer, and then who's that having a bit of a battle? We've got Kobayashi Maru and Judicial still going at it. Judicial just being able, I think they're both on medium, so no real advantage to either of them there. Kobayashi Marus are slightly more worn. So Willie goes through into first, but with his last stop still to go. And Johnny Mackers and King Racer are in as well. So I think Johnny will be going on to his mediums, King Racer softs, I believe. Okay, so Kobayashi needs to do something quick because they've got Murcielago bearing down on the back of him, now on his soft tyres, although I'm wondering how many laps on bright red tyres Murcielago is going to have to do this evening, as he is He's got 15 laps to go on soft tyres. Or maybe he's judged it perfectly, who knows. But as we've said before, he cares not for tyre wear, just races balls out regardless. So, yeah, here he comes. And Willie is into the pits for his final stop. So, okay, so Dan will be coming through to retake first position. Willie hasn't started refueling yet, so it's going to be quite a sizable lead for Dan. Is Judicial going to get past him? Yes, he is. So Judicial up into second, Kobayashi Maru into third, Murcielago into fourth. But these guys, Judicial and Kobayashi Maru still have stops to go, and that will be a penalty for Judicial there, unless he got a tap. Which it looked like he might have done, because he completely got away with that. So, wow, 3 wide coming into turn 2 proper. Epic stuff, lads. Oh, Judicial goes wide. Both Murcielago and Kobayashi Maru go past him. Ah, bad luck. That was that was never going to end well for someone, and unfortunately it was Judicial in that particular juncture. So bad luck. These three still cracking on. Okay, looks like we've got some close racing, a couple back. So we've got Willie now out on his softs for the final stint. Then we have Devlin, Spivey, Shearluck and MacGyver all line astern. Oh, this could be interesting. Let's stick with Spivey. So Devlin just goes past Spivey as he gets the Rauk slightly wrong. Spivey making his presence known, coming into the second to last corner. Be looking for a good exit from the final corner to mount something coming down the start finish straight, but Shearluck manages to get past. Now we've got a four-car slipstream train. Try to say that quickly. Oh no! MacGyver taps Spivey there, hangs back. Well done, Matt. You are a gent. But that's pulled them both back a little bit from Shearluck and Devlin. Yeah, nicely around there from Spivey. Good work, my friend. Johnny Mackers has stopped for his last stop back in 10th. There are a few ahead of him still to pit, but not sure what's happened with Johnny's race. But let's wait for the pit stops to finish, and we'll see where he comes out in the wash, as it were. And we have Teeper, our new boy, currently on his hard, well, still on his hard, should I say? So we'll be stopping at some point soon to put on his remaining compound and push for a higher finish. So Kobayashi Maru comes into the pits for his final stop. Splatter has made his final stop and goes through up into 12th. Kobayashi Maru's taking on a hell of a lot of fuel there. Never driven the Alpha, so I couldn't tell you what it's like, but that looks like a lot of fuel for 12 laps. But what did I know? So, okay, so Dan looks like he has just lapped Viney There's now 22 seconds ahead of Murcielago, whose softs look to be holding up pretty well thus far. So Murcielago is 6 ahead of Judicial. Who I believe still has a stop to go, but has Willingham on the softs right behind him, so we'll be getting chased down. Yeah, there's a big speed delta here. Well, Willie goes to the outside, wasn't expecting that. Looks like a bit of contact there. Judicial was that defensive. I thought Willie was going to chuck it at the inside there, but anyway, the pass is made. Okay, it's Shearluck is 6 back from Judicial, although only 7 or 8 back from Willingham. Both on their soft compounds now. MacGyver's dropped to 6 back from Shearluck, and has Johnny Mackers bearing down now on him in 7th place. They're both on the medium, so no compound advantage there. Although MacGyver does have slightly less fuel, but has just picked up a half-7 penalty, which is less than optimal. Spivey's just picked up a 1 second penalty. Probably a combination of track violations there. So this appears to be the closest closest race on track at the moment. So Johnny Mackers will be looking to get past MacGyver here as he serves his half-second. He'll certainly be trying, but it's not a long... No, can't do it. I said it before, that penalty line's in a really crap place because you just don't get to take advantage of it, really. Needs to be on the start-finish straight or something like that, but... right up there with Barcelona as the penalty line being in completely the wrong place. But hey ho, on we go. Okay, let's a look. Who's that up there? So okay, Shearluck is putting in on Judicial. Well, that thought I heard a squeal of tyres. MacGyver has gone wide. Mackers is through into 6th. Spivey's up in 8th. Looks like he'll be stopping fairly soon for his final stop. Bit of a splash and dash and new boots, and off he will go. King Racer having a fairly lonely race back in 9th. Splatter in 10th. Pretty much the same, so 6 behind King Racer and 6 ahead of Kobayashi Maru. Splatter on the mediums, Kobayashi Maru now out on his softs. So we'll be doing his level best to get himself on terms with Splatter. I don't think Splatter's got to stop again, no. Okay. And Tipa now out on his softs, 22.5 behind Kobayashi Maru, but it looks like Dan has just gone past Tipa. Viney having a... Okay, so Devlin is into the pits for his last... Hang on. He's got a ton of fuel and tyres there. What's going on here? Is he... Oh, it's not a retirement, surely. Let's have a look. Has he pressed anything? Okay, this might be a retirement. Okay, bad luck, Devlin. Dan out in front, who now has a mighty 25.1 second lead. The tyres are absolutely fine with 6 laps to go after this one. And has improved on the fastest lap of the race by the look of it, a 1:28.5. I was hoping we might see a 1:27 from Dan, given he put a 1:28 in on mediums, but I don't blame him for not pushing it to the max because he doesn't need to. But is racing bloody quickly anyway, so well done, Dan. Merchanaco now has some daylight between himself and Willie Ham. Six and a half seconds. Willie's pretty much holding station with Merchalago, doesn't seem to be putting in too much, so they're both on their front three, are all on softs. Judicial's up in fourth. Not convinced he doesn't have to stop again though, so but having a great race this evening. And sheer luck goes through into fourth. Although with a half-second penalty, so he must have gone a bit wide in turn one there. Guy has picked up a half-second penalty, back in sixth, but solid performance tonight from Matt. Well done. 6 ahead of King Racer. King Racer, who now has Johnny Mackers for company, both having half-second penalties at the moment. A couple more corners to add to that if you really want to give yourself a challenge, lads. So we'll be on as even after the penalties are served. Okay, both get through the final couple of corners without additional penalties. Judicial is into the pits for his final stop. Okay. Judicial just coming out of the pits behind Splatter with Kobayashi Maru hot on his tail. So what's you say? Judicial is now on the hard. So okay, I was going to have to say he's going to have to fight tooth and nail to keep Kobayashi Maru from passing it, but he rockets up the inside with a beautiful move there, Justin, and up into ninth. Darlo boy, would it be okay for me to join you guys on Sunday if there's enough room? Well, yes, you can join me, mate. That complete swine, Spiffy, has decided to race in Same Car Sunday. So, yeah, jump in, mate. No problem at all. We will probably have room. So, yeah, of course, mate. That is absolutely no issue at all. Yeah, drop me a DM in the week and we'll sort that out. Okay, so Judicial in 10th, desperately trying to hang on to the back of Kobayashi Maru, but with the hard compounds, which are absolutely bloody awful, as we all know in this game. Spivey, who's looking good for 11th at the moment. On his hards, okay, this will be interesting. So we got Viney now on his soft compounds. With 4 laps to go, is he going to be able to reel him in and pick up that place? I think Spivey's Judicial is a bit too far ahead, but we have Tipa now out on his softs, only 6 behind Viney, so this could be really interesting. Tipa's put in some decent times, 129s, so yes, this will be very honest. Let's just see. Okay, so yeah, it looks like he's been a bit faster than Viney. So 3.5 laps to go now. Let's see how this battle pans out. Devlin is he's given up the ghost. Bad luck, mate. Dan nearly 30 seconds ahead now. Still low 127 though, Dan. We'll just try and goad him into doing something crazy. Although it doesn't look like he's holding back much, frankly. Absolutely pushing track limits to their maximum there. Epic work from our resident Martian. Murcielago, Jesus H. Christ, he hasn't got much fuel left. 2 laps to go. Fantastic stuff from Murcielago. His tyres aren't even that worn. So brilliant stuff. Drifting it round the penultimate corner there. Okay, Willie 2.8. It seems to be bearing in, but is Murcielago fuel saving? Is he? Bollocks. No, he's not. He's absolutely his usual driving style. So he's obviously calculated this to the nth degree beautifully. So not that he doesn't do anything daft or run out of fuel, he should be okay for second here. But that the fuel tank is flashing. And it looks quite low. So Dan must be coming through. Yep. So he starts his last lap. So what's that one? So about a minute and a half. So you see what else is going on. So Murcielago's got a has he judged this to perfection? He's definitely not short shifting. Willie is pulling him in, but I don't think quickly enough, unless something happens. Okay, let's have a look. Any other races on track we should be aware of? Sheilak in fourth, MacGyver in fifth with a 1 second penalty, although 6 ahead of King Racer, so that won't make much of a difference. 2.8 ahead of Johnny Mackers. What happened to Johnny tonight? He was up in third and then back into sixth or something. Must have binned it or something. I'll have to ask him in the interviews if he is about. Johnny with apparently not much paint missing from his car, so Splatter up into 8th with Kobayashi Maru right up his chuff. Kobayashi Maru doing his now customary peekaboo activities. There on the final. Oh shit! Sorry, Dan. Dan's won. Jesus Christ, I'm so bad at this. Anyway, Dan, congratulations, mate. You certainly had the bit between your teeth this evening. Well done. Murcielago, who is absolutely on vapour, coming in the penultimate corner. Really desperately trying to get on terms. Oh! No! Murcielago's run out of petrol. Willie Ham can take second place. Oh, Murcielago. Deary me. That was on the last corner. Oh dear. Sheer luck coming through to take fourth. MacGyver taking fifth. Well done, MacGyver. Great drive tonight, mate. Well done. King Racer just coming around the last corner to take sixth. Johnny Mackers, yeah, he's sedately across the line at 68 miles an hour in 7th after a pole position. Kobayashi Maru has taken Splatter. Kobayashi Maru 8th, Splatter 9th. Judicial coming through to 10th. Viney in 11th, Spivey 12th, Tipa 13th. Welcome aboard, mate. I hope you enjoyed this evening. Great race, well done. Devlin's still in the pits. So I just need to... problem with commentating when you're around is you don't half get a dry mouth. I'm just going to go grab another drink, 2 seconds. Lovely. So, apologies, viewer, for that. There is our final standings from DC this evening. Danny certainly had the bit between his teeth after his worst finish in living memory last week. First place, fastest lap of 128.5 in the Mustang. Well done, Dan, and apologies for missing the final lap. I was focusing on Murcielago and Willie. I do apologise. Second place, Willie Ham, fastest lap of 128.6 in the Mustang as well. A Ford in a 1-2-3 Mustang Ford GT race car. Murcielago finishes third after running out of fuel on the final corner to let Willie go flying past him into second. Fastest lap of 1:29.1. Schilach in fourth in the McLaren, 1:29.1 also. MacGyver in fifth in the Aston Martin, 1:28.8. Good lap there, Matt. Well done. That was the fastest lap for some time as well, so well done. King Racer in sixth in the Porsche, a 1:29.6. Johnny Mackers in the Lamborghini in seventh, a 1:29.0. Kobayashi Maru, great pass in the last couple of corners to get past Splatter in the Alfa 4C, a 1:29.4. Splatter in ninth in the Porsche, a 1:29.4. T-List Judicial in the Ferrari in 10th, a 1:30.6. Finey in 11th. They look to be struggling with the F1, the McLaren F1 this evening, 1:29.8. Spivey in 12th, a 1:30.5. Our new boy, Teeper, welcome aboard, mate. I hope you enjoyed tonight, and hope to see you again soon. Great lap of 1:29.3, and Devlin, who DNF'd, in 14th. So well done all. So I'm just going to try and join the guys in chat. Hang on, let me see if I can turn this bloody music off first. It's driving me mad. Play racing. Okay, I might have to actually leave the room because this is driving me mad. Let me take a quick photo of the bloody results so I can remember who's done what. Oh dear, this is professional broadcasting at its very best. Right, leave the room. Yeah, I do. Please tell me the music's going to stop. Hang on, let's see if I can do something with this is very frustrating. Oh well, let's just jump on chat and try and make the best of it. Christ alive.
Down, that is awful, and you have to just be really careful around it, but you can gain so much time around the rest of the lap in the mid-engine cars. So
hello
annoying on soft tyres.
Hi Mark.
Good evening. Good evening. Sorry, I've been fanning around. I've had the bloody music. I couldn't get rid of it all stream. I'm just hoping it didn't come out on the stream. I thought it was going to be playing when I jumped on chat as well, so I do apologise.
Kylie Minogue non-stop on repeat. For everyone to
Finger boys.
No, it's that bloody awful crap they play on the game. But anyway, enough of my woes. Great race tonight, boys. Dan, well,
hello.
I think you certainly took your, I think it's fair to say, your worst ever finish in Generation X racing and turned that into something positive this week.
Yeah, well, it's a motivator, isn't it? When something like, I just really wanted to do better than I did last time, to be honest. That was all I wanted to do. I wasn't really sure how well the Mustang would go. I felt kind of comfortable with it from practice, but didn't really know if it was going to be good compared to the mid-engine cars or not, but thought it might be quite even, and it was. But Red Bull Ring always is, so yeah, it's good.
Yeah, brilliant. So, fastest lap of the race, and after I think you got into the lead on turn one, really, and then just kicked on from there. So beautifully done, sir.
Johnny didn't get a great start. I don't know if he was sort of half asleep or if it's just that the car doesn't get off the line. But
he was on hard.
Reinhardt did. That might be why. Might be why. Yeah, just managed to sneak up the inside, and then I saw on the radar a bit of carnage behind, and thought, now's my chance. And
that carnage may have been me.
Yeah,
yes.
I wondered. Yeah.
Indeed it was. But well, brilliant. Well done, Dan. A fantastic race. And yes,
thanks very much.
Welcome back to the winner's circle for the briefest of times you were away from it. So, well done.
Yeah. Cheers, Mark.
Good stuff. Winnie, you
hello.
Cracking race after what was a complete fracas on turn one.
I do like a recovery drive here, don't I? It's the third time I've done this track and had a recovery drive.
It's almost like you want it to happen.
It made for good fun. I don't know why. I think it was just me on the hard tyres in that first corner. 3 of us side by side. I think I must have just booted a bit too early. Bit of contact, no one's fault. And then the car just goes round. I shouldn't have been full throttle, really, I think. My bad.
Okay, I saw you go round. I didn't know if there had been contact or not, but
there always is in first corners, isn't there? When there's that many people, there's no one to blame. I just watched the replay. It is what it is. It's just that many cars going into one corner, really. And it was. Other than that, it was a good race. It's good fun.
Good. Well, congratulations on your second. Murcielago, somewhat helped by Murcielago running out of fuel on the last corner. Hello, good evening, Reinhardt. Good evening, Salzburg. So you were pushing it to the limit as per usual.
Yeah, I knew we pretty much milliliters on it, but not enough, it seems. I was starting to fuel save in the last 2 or 3 laps because it was getting too close. I just had pretty much only the last corner I had to get out of, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, are you sure you were fuel saving? Because I was watching you, and it didn't look like you were.
Yeah, the thing is, I just had to save. I don't know, half a liter or something. It wasn't much. I had to save, but probably started too late and not enough. But still, a good race. Nearly without a penalty, but one had to be there, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think many people got around without penalties tonight. So it's one of those tracks, isn't it? You just get the track limits a little bit wrong, and you're knackered. So, great.
Yeah, it was one of those stupid penalties because I nearly spun off on that in the exit of that left-hander, and it gave me half a second penalty for that. I don't know why, but.
Indeed. Well, a very entertaining drive as always, mate, in what isn't an easy car. So congratulations on your podium finish.
Thanks, man.
And Sherlock.
Good evening. What
an exciting day for you. You've binged your job, setting up a new business, and you got a 4th.
Yeah, not bad, eh?
What are you going to do to top that tomorrow?
Well, not a lot.
Not a lot. Good stuff. Well, can I just say from everyone, Generation X Racing, best of luck with the new venture. I hope it goes really well, and if there's anything we can do to sort of share stuff and whatnot on Facebook, do let us know. But how did the race go tonight?
It was all right, actually. I thought I was going to better than a 4th, but it wasn't to be. So, I just couldn't get that McLaren to go any faster lap time wise, so that was as good as it got, really.
Okay, good stuff. Well, you looked to be driving very well, and it was just, I didn't find the McLaren massively quick around there when I drove it, but I think you did a good job, and you were up in first for quite a bit as well on the mediums in the first stint. So good stuff, mate. Well done.
Thanks.
Props. MacGyver.
Howdy, Mark.
Hello, mate. You were holding on to the fastest lap of the race for quite some time there before that swine from that swine from Suffolk put his boot down.
I thought it was glitched because I was like, "There's no way on lap 22 that I've got fastest lap. This must be a bug." And I had the stupid idea to say that out loud on chat, and I barely got the sentence out, and then Dan came in and swooped it.
Well, because you were racing
there we go. The universe is right again. Everything's in order.
Right.
I can go back. No,
But you were racing at that point as well, weren't you? You weren't. I don't think you were on your own. I think you were. I can't remember who you were racing now, but
yeah, I had some good racing with Sheerluck, some great driving there back and forth, and a lot of racing with Johnny. Him and I trading spots, and unfortunately, both of us trading a couple of mistakes for positions as well and penalties. So, but good racing, hard racing tonight. Everybody did a really good job.
Totally agree. Well done. Well done on your results. Good stuff. Right. Who we got next? So Johnny Mackers. Hello, mate. Well, you got pole position, mate. It didn't look like you hated it that much. Was it okay? I don't know how you do it in that Lamborghini. That car's awful. But you seem to do that in the cars that I hate, like the Group 4 M4 last season. But yeah. I did wonder why, because I actually missed that on stream. You'll be pleased to know, although not surprised to know. But well done, mate. I mean, it was a great pole position, and obviously it was that mistake that cost you in the end. But yep. Yeah, would you have swapped the start on hards, do you think?
No, I don't think.
Okay. All right. Well, good stuff.
I think it's just bad work getting off the line, or I'm going to have to sleep.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, good stuff. Who have we got left? So, Splatter.
Hello, sir.
That was a right old ding dong between you and Kobayashi Maru at the end there. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
it was a couple of laps, wasn't it? It was going on as well, so it was
almost the most amazing move, because when I looked in my rearview mirror, he was miles behind coming up to the hairpin at the top of the hill, and he sent it from absolutely miles back and squeezed through.
Okay.
It was quite a move. I'm relatively happy with ninth today. I made a mistake on lap 3, which went off the track, and that really put me behind. And of course, starting on the hards, it makes it very difficult to kind of try and get anything out of it. But it was all right. Not too shabby for me.
Good stuff. Well, congratulations on your top 10 finish.
Thank you. That's always my aim. If I can get into the top 10 in this crowd, I'm quite happy.
Well, there you go. Job done then. Excellent stuff. Well done, Rob. So thank you to Kobayashi Maru for hosting this evening, not joining us on chat, but good job. I hope Spiffy's had a lovely evening, not commentating and seeing his kith and kin, as it were. I hope to see you back for next Monday's race, mates. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I think we were up to a mighty 7 at one point, which is, I say mighty 7. I was actually watching it as well, so I could read the comments. So it doesn't really count, but there we go. But thank you for joining. And if you have watched this evening, or you are watching on replay, please do give us a subscribe and like, because it would mean the world to us. So we're back with Same Car Sunday, funnily enough, on Sunday, and then Group 4 on Monday. So congratulations to Dan, Willie and Murcielago on their podiums this evening. Well done, everyone, on a great race, and we'll see you at the next one.
Thanks, Mark.
Cheers, Mark.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Cheers. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.